Hi guys, it's Miss C at Miss C's Cottage, the home of the Somebunny. I love you. Thanks for coming in this morning. This is the home of the Somebunny and sometimes the Somebuddies. And today we're working on giraffes, and I've got some really cute giraffes to show you. Leave your shoes at the door. There's a mat outside. And leave all of your worries and concerns, all your illnesses, all your negative thoughts. Leave your cold out there. I still have a leaky beak and a bit of a cough, but things are on the mend. Things are looking up because that's where it's all at. All right, don't forget your thumbs. Don't have Sister Bonnie thumping on your knuckles with those thumbs up. Anyway, leave all of your worries and your cares at the door and come on in, put your feet up, relax, and just soak up the love for the next 2 hours. It's gonna be wonderful, because today is the day that the Lord has made, and we're going to rejoice and we're going to be glad in it. All right, I have a couple things to show you. Sam was here early this morning, and my baby Boomer from Virginia was here. I see Mimi's here. I'm so glad, Mimi. And Granny D, my cousin. Leslie's here. Debbie Graybert's here. And Gracie Canales is here. Welcome, welcome, Gracie. I'm so glad you came today. So glad you all are here. Sam is here all the way from Melbourne. And Tina's here. Hello, Tina. And my Bonnie girl is here. And Jacqueline Marley's come in with some Irish hugs. And I always give her Scottish hugs back. And Dawn P is here. She's one of the beautiful people that comes to visit me at the cottage here. And I love it when she puts her smiling face in. And Ellen is here. Ellen, I was just over at your house, and that little top that you made is really, really cute. I don't know that I have the nerve to wear something like that. I prefer long sleeves because my arms are so ugly. Not grotesque, but just scarred up, and they're a mess. So I wear long sleeves, but I really give you credit for that. You look very nice in that, and a good color too. I think it was like a denim blue. Very nice color for you. And I do like that the modern granny. Excuse me. That modern granny stitch is a 2-row repeat. It's granny, and then the next one is a chain 3 single crochet in between your grannies. And it's not that different, but it makes a big difference, doesn't it? It's just very pretty, and it gives you airiness without giving you holes, which I like. Tina's here. Sue Ann, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you came in today. Working on another Somebunny. Okay. It's okay, Leanie, if you're not reading the chat. I just pulled that off, and it's probably going to bleed right now, so don't pay any attention to that. Okay. And Marshall's here. And Maisie. And there's my panda. I have to tell you, I made a special attempt to stay up and go over to Craig's, the fiber spider, because he had Panda and Michael on a special guest a couple nights ago. And I wanted to see what my Nino looked like, because he has not shown his face on YouTube. He's been on for a while, but he has not shown his face on YouTube. I've seen his bottom, and I've seen him do his little wiggle dance, but I had never seen his face. So he decided, with a little glass of courage and a lot of help from Michael, to pop up on Craig's video, his live. And so I got to see that handsome Italian Puerto Rican face, and it is absolutely beautiful. He is dark hair, dark mustache and beard, and he's got a little bit of white here in his beard. So distinguished. It just made me love him even more. Dory! Dory, you're working on a cup of coffee. Well, I think that my baby boomer, Kitty, came in early and made coffee because it was in here when I came in. And she is the one who stays and does up all the cups. So don't worry if you get yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Just please put your cups in the sink when you go. Throw all your paper trash in the bin. I don't know who brought treats today. Oh, Nino, you're a love. And I love you. You know that. Denisha's here. Did you see him, Denisha? Isn't he handsome? I'll tell you what, if I was a little bit younger, I might move to Texas just for lunch once in a while. I know he and Michael are married, and they love each other, and they would neither stray. But still, I could go to lunch with my Nino and Michael, and that would be wonderful. Okay, let's see. Some things to show you. I finished another little baby hat for Nisi's project. Her new project is the Watson's Children's Shelter. And I used and I put it in a plastic bag so I would have it. And here it is. And it does not have a ball band with it, but I could make another hat over what's left. And I'm pretty sure that it is, because I use this a lot, I'm pretty sure that it's this, no, that's dots, they say. The Sweet Delight prints. I'm pretty sure it's the Sweet Delights. I don't know. It doesn't have the feel of the Sweet Delights. It's got a shinier shine to it. More like the Everyday Dots, but it's not a dot. But it's awful pretty. Anyway, I have to cake it, so I've got it in here so it doesn't get yarn barf. Because if it gets yarn barf, then I have to put it in the box that I'm sending off to Dawn P, because she loves yarn barf. But I thought it came out really pretty. It is a stripe, but look at this side, and then look at this side. And it's just the way that the hat came out. And I really like it. And all I did was 6, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, I think. And then I did a row of half doubles in the back loop. And then I did a couple rows of singles. And then when I finished this last row of singles, I did this sunburst. No, something. Star stitch. The star stitch. And then a row of singles and a star stitch and a row of singles and a star stitch and a row of singles. And then I ended it with the star stitch. I really like this star stitch. Anyway, I thought that came out cute. And that's going in Nisi's bucket to go to the Watson's Children's Shelter. Thank you, Bonnie. All right, Bonnie Boo. Let's see if we can get this together for Bonnie. Working on the head, Bonnie. working on the head. No, there's another arm here somewhere. And I'm working on the head. So this is a Somebunny for Bonnie's Boo. She requested a black and red. Kim! Another one of my favorite people. Didn't it come out cute? She likes black and red, and I thought, how am I going to put the red in there? Because I'm not making a red bunny. So I put the red in the feet, and I really liked how it's coming out. Although, you know what? Sunitha is making a bunny, and she's doing a different kind of foot. And I really like the foot that she's doing, and I may need to alter my Somebunny feet. I'll keep the arms the same, but I think I like the new foot better. Hello, Debbie Graver. And Janet Egan, welcome, welcome. You think that'll be okay, Bonnie? Oh, Kim, I'm sure you got lots of favorite people. Okay, enough of bunnies. We're moving on to giraffes. Now, if you remember, we started making a giraffe at the request of, I do apologize for this cough. It just will not go away. And when I went to the doctor, he said my lungs were clear, so it's nothing respiratory. It's that I injured my throat when I just went ballistic with the air machine. I didn't put the nose piece on, so I wasn't getting measured breaths. I was getting full air, and I dried my throat out and injured it. And that's all this mucus is coming, because you know when you get a cut on your hand and it bleeds, and then when the bleeding stops, what's the next thing that comes in? All those little Pac-Men, those little white-celled Pac-Men come in and fight the infection. And that's what's happening in my throat. It's all those little Pac-Men are gathering in my throat to make sure that I get no throat infections. And I'm appreciative of that. While I'm thinking about it, if you are making bunnies or buddies for North Carolina, I am leaving. Got my calendar out here. We are leaving next week, not this week. I will be on here next Sunday, which is Mother's Day, the 11th. I will be here, but I will not be here Wednesday or Friday of next week, because we will be on the road heading north. And I got a hold of Mr. John Ward from the Appalachian Navy, and this is what I said to him, if you want to know. Let's see, where are we here? I'm Miss C. I call my house Miss C's Cottage, the home of the Somebunny. I make and give away crocheted rabbits so people know that somebody loves them. The bunnies have big ears to hear all of their joys and sorrows, but they have no mouth to share their secrets. I have a YouTube channel, and for Christmas, my viewers and I made and sent 145 Somebunnies and Somebunnies to Pastor Tim near Flat Rock, so the kids would know that Santa could still find them. Where'd it go? Could still find them even though they didn't have houses yet. It's been almost a year, and there are people still out there who need to know that they're loved unconditionally. I'm leaving the middle of this month to drive to Ohio. All of this to ask if you might be willing to meet me somewhere on I-75, accept my gift, and hand them out to resource centers that you visit and feel need and fulfill the need of a bit of hope. I cannot travel those roads like you do. If you're not able, I certainly understand and will ship them up, but I do hope we can meet and make it happen. Looking forward to your reply one way or the other. And he answered me this morning. Hello, yes, I can meet you if I'm in town as you travel by 75. And I said, John Ward, you've made my day. I'll let you know when we get close to Tennessee, and I'll meet you wherever and whenever we can. And he said, sounds good, let me know. So, if you have made some buddies or some bunnies for these people in North Carolina, it does not necessarily for children, it's for those families that have been waiting for almost a year and they still can't get across from the road across the creek to their home because they got to go down into the creek and up because the bridges aren't built. Or maybe they don't even have a home yet and they're living in a tent or they're living in a camper or whatever. If you have them and you can get them done this week, please send them to me so that when I leave next week, Wednesday or Thursday, we're kind of debating on the day, I will be able to put them in the trunk and take them up with me. And I appreciate everything that you guys have done for me, and I'm not going to ask you for anything more. This is my final request. This has been a real tax on you and me, but it's been a necessary obligation on my part to let those people know that they're loved. I am so full and so blessed with God's love, I can't help sharing it. When I see people that are in need, I have so much here at the home. Everything is taken care of. I don't know what I would do if a hurricane came through or a tornado and took the home and left me with nothing. I don't know what I would do. I would hope that there would be a group of people out there who would care enough about others to help out like you have. You don't know how much I appreciate it. But from this point on, this next week when I leave, that will be the last time that I make major requests from you. Pretty much. Unless something else comes up. You know how it is here. You come here and you get all the love that you can. You fill up your bucket and you take scooperfuls out to anybody that needs it. And that's all that I'm doing right now. So, Mac! Sally Stevens, you're in Florida again with Regan, right? Bentley. Where do I get Regan? Pebbles, my favorite pea in the whole world. We're only going to stay up there a week, Janet, because of the cat. You know, you can leave a cat for a week, but not much more than that. That's right. You have it in your, when God lays something on your heart, you just can't say, oh, no, thank you, because you're going to miss out on the blessing as well as those he's asked you to bless. And so right now, this has been the last one, and he's been bugging me to get back to Bonnie's till something else comes up, Leanie. Well, Bonnie, I don't know. I am asking a lot, but I also know that those of you who can have, and I greatly appreciate that. And I've told you before, if you cannot make and give, you are the ones who are in here encouraging the rest of them to do that. And you are the ones who are praying that those things will get done. And those two things are just as important as those who make and give. Because none of it happens. It's like the Trinity, you know, God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. They say they're three in one. If we don't have prayers and we don't have encouragement and we don't have makers, we don't get the job done. And I appreciate all three of you. And there's Jerry. Hello, hello. So if you stop it, Bonnie says. If you have some, you need to get them to me this next week, Monday at the latest, so that I can get them packed. And I'm going to put them in plastic bags and put in those signs that we made saying what they are and what they're good for, so that they can go to children or adults. There's so many families that need hope that are just, I think, 1 year in. Some of them don't even have the electric lines back up. I don't know how they're doing it. I really am blessed and thankful to know that I don't have to do it. God has not called me to do that. And so then I feel obligated to do what I can. And I thank you all for helping me with it. Leanie, that's just fine. In fact, I'm really thinking about going down to my daughter's the end of this week, and to see her before I go up. And so I may just knock on your door and collect it in person. So send me that email or call me and we'll talk, okay? I am going to leave Mimi on probably the 15th. I don't want to be on the road on the weekend. If I leave Thursday, that will give me Thursday overnight, and I'll be at my sister's on Friday. And then that gives us the weekend to rest and refresh. I'll visit my sister that 18th, 19th, and probably the 20th. That Wednesday, we'll head for home again because, like I say, we can't. I don't want to leave the cat. So I should be home by Friday the 23rd, which is just about a week. Pebbles, if you don't make it, we'll pray that you can get somebody to take them to the post office for you. But if you can't get them to the post office, by the time I leave to deliver them, you can always send them right to John Ward, Appalachian Navy, and let me know what your progress is, and I will send you his address, and you can mail them directly to him if you don't get them to me in time, okay? Nobody is, I don't want to put pressure on anybody. I'm just saying, if you have them, I'm leaving probably the 15th, so you need to get them to me by Monday the 12th. So that gives you this week to finish up and get them mailed. Yeah, I think with Mr. Elmo's eyes the way they are, and my inability to sit for too long, we usually stop every 2 hours and get out and walk around. We'll drive for 2 hours, take a potty break, and then we'll drive for 2 more hours and fill up with gas, and then drive for 2 more hours, take a potty break, and then that 7th or 8th hour, we're looking for motel rooms. So, and we'll. No, Bonnie, I'm not going through Missouri. It's Eastern Tennessee. I go right up 75 through Atlanta and up through Tennessee and Kentucky, Knoxville, and Chattanooga. No, not Chattanooga. It's Knoxville, Tennessee is Knoxville. Yeah, and then we go to Covington. Go right up through Covington and into Cincinnati and up that way. but I go through Cincinnati. So, Bristol, Tennessee. Oh, you can get your Google map out and map it. We're going right up 75. So I don't know where we're going to meet John Ward, but I did tell him when we're on the road, I would give him a timeline of when we would be in his. He lives in Tennessee, but he travels Tennessee and Kentucky and North Carolina areas. So depending on where he is, I told him I would be willing to meet him somewhere. You know, if I have to go off 75 and meet him somewhere, I will. Either up or on the way back. It doesn't matter. If we can't get together on the way up, we'll get together on the way back for sure. Oh, no. You got to stay away from those cookies and that gravy. All right. Let's move on to the... we're going to work on this one today. I think we did ears last time and the ossicles. And I don't know if we did the eyes. You guys will have to remind me. Did we do eyes? And the snout. I did not like the snout. So that's that one. And the other one is this one. And this is the one that we're going to work on. I have this. And do I have a... No, I do not. See, I got so excited about doing things that I started a lot of blankets, but I don't have the giraffes to go with them. Now, using this yarn, I did start this square with this menagerie, the Big Twist menagerie. And I do have a giraffe started. With this one. But that's all the farther that I've gotten with either one of those. So I'm still working on those. And I want to make a giraffe out of this. And I have the... oh, wait, here's a leg. Here's a giraffe leg for that menagerie. This drawer gets so messed up. Here it is. I do have the giraffe's head out of this. This is Big Twist value yarn, and it is the color Mountainside. And there is 269 yards of this. So it takes about 220 for a giraffe. Maybe not quite that much because it has a different ears. So to make this and the blanket, it will probably take the whole skein. And we're going to do the eyes today. Did we do eyes yet? You guys did tell me. Your blanket was wonky? Ah. No eyes, because we haven't done the eyes yet. Thank you, Leanie. All right, we're going to do eyes. And here is another one that I started, and I really, really, really like this one because I love the yarn. It is... I have it in a special tub here. It is the Premier Cuddle. The color is Cuddle. It's a Premier Basic Mosaic, and that's the colorway on it, and I really like it. So I pulled out the blue, and I pulled out the green, And what I'm using for those is Stork Struck. And that's Hobby Lobby Baby Bee. It's a Stork Struck, the blue and the green, Mint Charm, and Baby Blues. And I'm pairing those together with the white, which is called Naked, and it's a Stork Struck also. And what I'm doing is I am using the Luck of the Draw, Nan's Next Knots and Luck of the Draw, her pattern, whereby I do a row of double crochets, an open row and a row of double crochets. And then I use the white and I do single crochet, a row of double crochets in the mosaic, and another row of single crochets. And I alternate between the green and the mosaic with the white on the ends, and the blue, and then there's again the white, the mosaic, and the white, and the green. So I have just started again with the blue on that white single crochet. So the face, which I don't have on here yet, but I have completed. The face is the ossicles. Oops, let me get this. The ossicles, I can get them to stay. Go right there in the center. The ears go where the increase is on the corners. The ears go on the corners. I didn't think it was going to stay. I can't get it flat. And then eyes that we're going to do today. And I've lost one eye. And then his snout, I did a little bit different, and I put a third row on it. And that doesn't look much like a giraffe, does it? But I'm going to put some fiber fill behind this, and I'll show you how to do that. So that's what we're working on today. All right, are you ready? For a bear, Sugar. Michael, there's going to be a lot of them since he showed his face. Oh, a polar bear? Oh, Michael and Nino. You guys are in here. I love it. Those are my boys. I adopted them. Michael, you hang on to that, Nino. He's a keeper. He's a keeper. All right, let's do the eyes. I am going to use this sparkle yarn, and it is, I think I have a band on this one. It is yarn that I got. It's a Lion brand yarn, and I don't remember where I got it from. Could have been, I don't think Premier sells Lion brand yarn. I don't know where I got it. Anyway, it's called the North Pole Yarn Company, and this is a candy cake. And this is white and silver. And I bought a couple white and silvers, and I bought a couple white and golds, which are very pretty. But I'm going to use the white and the silver. for the eyes. Now I'm going to fold this back up and put it back in its bucket so it doesn't get lost, because you know how I am with yarn. All right, I'm going to move this. Let's see, I showed you my blanket and I showed you the hat. And this is Somebunny Sunday, and we're doing the giraffe. Okay, and I tried my camera, and my camera works, so I'm really happy with that. And let's get this going. Let me switch over to the other camera.
Hi friends, Missy. When you switch cameras, oh, it's gonna fix it. Yeah, she's making a. Hi guys. I don't think please have some is there. Oh. Not so much to the rescue, but I will try to translate. Uh-oh. She's getting out. She's gonna come back. When you were on your laptop, it worked. But when you switched it to the other camera, does that camera have a microphone or no? I can't even hear you. I'm gonna call you. Hi, Mimi. I'm good. Do you have your cell phone by you? Thumbs up if you do. Otherwise, yes? Okay. Let me call you. Richard's cutting the grass, so. Contacts. It went out before she switched cameras. She hit something. I feel like when she switched, because I was listening while I was working on this nose. Hello, no one to take. That was me. I still can't hear you. Fibro yarn resin. Is that Nicole? Hi, Nicole. Yeah, you hit something. Okay, sounds good. What sounds good, Samantha? Oh, call her cell phone. Don't call the cell phone? Call the house phone? Oh, call your cell. Okay. Yes, I remembered. Call back. Call failed. It's not going through. Nope. It won't let me call you. You call me. Hi, Dory. Uh-oh, Richard's coming in. Hold on. It went to voicemail. Let me text her. Let me see. Texts. Did the text go through? Tell her to restart her phone real quick. Sometimes that helps with connection. Samantha, she's not muted. Something disconnected on her computer. I don't know either. Right before you switched the camera, you said you're going to switch the camera, and then the sound went out. So I don't know what you did. All the cords are connected? I want you to go to settings on your computer, and then it should say mic. Which one does it say? Communications? I can't hear you. I don't know. And I can't call you because the call won't go through. All right. You're gonna work it up and I'll try to figure out what you're doing? Okay, we can do that. Let me make her solo.
Alice, did you eat?
Oh, sorry, guys. You did good. I understood it. So, magic circle the 5 single crochets and then increase, correct? And then you do the black around. Was it 5 or 6? I couldn't. I was trying to count. 5. We're gonna play charades again. Talk to me, woman. It was 6. Oh, so those are the eyes for the giraffes. That's too cool. Well, thank you guys all for hanging out with us and get your eyes on 5 single crochets in the first round in the magic circle. And it looks like you increase. Yes. And then you single crochet in the next stitch and slip stitch or slip stitch, one or the other. Fasten off and then take your dark color or your pupil color and make a little X and go around in a circle. Those are the eyes for the giraffe blanket. Yeah, so ignore what I put up earlier. If it allows you, you can type what you did in the chat too. 6 single crochets in a magic circle. Okay. And then you increase. Is it to 12? 2 single crochets in each. Yes. Oh, 6, not 5. Yes. At first, I thought it was 6. Thumbs to pinky. Thumb to pinky is 6. Okay. 5, 6. Oh, 1 in the first row, then 2 in the second row. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, okay. I'm learning ASL. Thank you for teaching me, Kitty. And Missy. Increase in the second round, 2 in each. Very good. Thank you. With dark, make the iris. And you can use it any color you want it to be. If you want a blue-eyed giraffe, make it in blue. Just take it easy. You're okay. Is there sound? She knocked a chord, Kim, so we can't figure out what she did. These are silent films. She's muting. Unmuted? No. So do you see the gear? Edit mic, reduce sound. That's not anything on my side. On the bottom of the row, there's a mute, a camera, a settings. Do you see that? No? You see her face? You're good? Yeah, her beautiful face. Well, you don't need to see me up here. Let me make her solo. I'll just talk in the background. Let's pick our blessings. Okay, we can do that. Let me pull up the StreamYard giveaway. Who can guess what my word's gonna be?
Audio. Yeah, I'm back.
Yay, you got it! Yay! What'd you do?
I'm not touching anything. I unplugged the plug from my computer and plugged it back in. But I'm not touching anything now, okay? This should have been a wacky Wednesday.
It's a waggy week.
This is a wacky week. Yes. All right. While you guys are picking out a color and a weight of yarn that you would like to have, I'm going to do the eyes. All right. And all I'm going to do is just position the eyes where I want it on here, probably about the third circle out between, I love you, between the ear and the ossicle. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and cut these dark ones really short because I don't need to tuck them in. So I want to cut them shorter than the outer circle. And this I'm going to pull through to the back with my handy dandy hook.
You guys are too cute. Oh, quiet. I spelled quiet wrong. I sure did. Hold on. Wait.
Did we mark it yet?
I still can't spell. Hold on. Q, quiet. Is that spelled right? Quick time. Spell it your way. But I just changed it.
Are you having trouble on your end now?
No, I can't spell.
Okay.
Yes. Quiet. I put quit. Quit.
Oh, no, that's right. Quiet. That's right. Okay, I pulled the two white ones through to the back and tied them off. Now I just need to stitch the eye down. And I'm going to come up through a hole so you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see the stitch. And when I go through the backing, I'm going through it. I'm not going all the way through it. I'm picking up a few of the twists, I guess. I don't know. And I'm only going to tack it down in a few places. If you don't go through the threads to clear through to the back, you can hide the stitches on the back. you won't see your stitches on the back because they'll be hidden in the strands of the yarn itself. So remember that when you're putting your eye on. And actually, I would suggest that you do your face while you're in the middle of the circle before you put it into the square and build your blanket, because it's a whole lot easier. And when I get to the back, I'm just going to tie it off in a knot. Right over left, left over right, and then snip it off about 1/4 of an inch. So you won't be able to see that knot. And he has an eye. All And the winner is Leslie's Crochet Corner. Woo woo! Let me tie off this dark and get. Since you guys can all hear, congratulations, Leslie. And what was it that Leslie would like to have? Leslie would like a 4-weight purple.
4-weight purple. Leslie, make sure you email her to claim your prize as soon as possible. Por favor.
Por favor.
Email. Here's your email.
Woohoo, Leslie, you are in luck.
Hey, Nancy. Hi, Jacqueline and Leanie and Dory. It's just me, little
Hello
me.
to everyone that's come in. All right, Leslie, I have your 3 choices for you in purple. I have this one, which is called Thistle, that I call Thistle. I don't know why. I just like to. And this one is a Premier Basic. Oh, that's a DK. You don't want, you didn't want 3. You wanted 4. All right. My apologies. Let me go back and find you a 4 purple. I apologize, Leslie. I thought I had the bee's knees here.
The bee's knees.
Okay, there's one in a 4-weight. In a 4-weight. This is a 4-weight. Okay, well, there's some good ones. All right, I think I got it now. All right, this says it's a 3-weight, but it's more like a 4-weight. This is a cotton blend, comfy cotton blend from Lion Brand Yarns. And I got this on a clearance from, I'm not sure where because I don't recognize the tag. It was not Hobby Lobby, so it could have been Michael's. It's called Blueberry Muffin. And it is purple and a couple shades of purple and black and kind of a pink in there. And there is 392 yards in this Blueberry Muffin. But this is a 3-weight. Or I have this with, it's a purple.
It looks like a Walmart tag.
Pardon me?
That looked like a Walmart tag. The cotton.
Walmart?
The cotton
Oh,
one.
Walmart.
The cotton one looks like Walmart.
Yeah, it might be a Walmart tag. Yeah. That could be very well. This is an I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby, and it is the color Spun Sugar, but it is also a purple. There's purple and green and some pink in there and white. Oh, and there's some blue in there too. Can you see the blue?
Mm-hmm.
This works up real pretty in to do a bunny. This is 100% acrylic and 252 yards, so plenty of yarn to do a bunny. And this next one is Premier Just Yarn Worsted, and it was one of those buy a package of 3 for $3 from Premier, and I bought the 3 of them. And this color is pastel purple. There's 131 yards in one, so you have an option of all 3 of them. It is 100% acrylic.
What was the name of it again? Pastel purple?
Pastel purple. It's called Pastel Purple, and it's just a purple. It's about the same purple as what's in here. So you have your choice of the comfy cotton, purple marled, and this is called, what did I tell you it was? Blueberry Muffin, I think it was.
Yes, I put it in the chat.
Okay, Blueberry Muffin is number 1. Number 2 is I Love This Yarn in the Spun Sugar stripe. Or number 3 is the Just Yarn, all 3 of these, 131 yards. Pardon me?
You said number 1.
Number 1. You're going to take the cake. All right. Let me get a name on this.
Cake.
I don't forget.
Leslie Crochet Corner. So Leslie, when you email her your address, tell her you want number 1, Blueberry Muffin.
Yes, please. And email me ASAP because next week I'm going to be gone.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you very much. Thank you all who participated. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to sew this other eye on. And right, first of all, I'm going to...
under control now. I'm going to drop down. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys in the chat.
Okay, thanks, Anita.
You're welcome.
I love that girl.
I love you more.
You weren't supposed to hear that. All right, right now I'm just pulling the white strings to the back through the fabric to position the eye, and then I'm going to tie it in place, and then I'm going to use the longer of the 2 strings to sew it in place. And again, when you when you do this, don't put your needle through the um, the thread itself. Don't put it around the thread itself. Put it through the thread, and I think you'll be happier. All right, I'm going to bring my yarn to the front. And I'm stitching right in where the 6 single crochets were. And then out through one of the 12 and between the threads on the back fabric. And again, I tell you, please go ahead and do this while you've still got the circle, your center circle, because otherwise look at all this fabric I've got in my hand just to get through this circle. It would be so much easier to do before you start your blanket. And again, if you go through the threads between the through the twist of the yarn instead of going around the yarn, nothing will show in the back. All right, and I'm back to the beginning. I'm just going to secure that. Tuck in that little bit of brown and back to the back side of my fabric. And I'm going to move over through the threads a little bit closer to that so that I can tie it off. Right over left and left over right. Pull it tight and snip it off. And that knot gets hidden in the fabric. And there is your giraffe face. Now, if you like, you can make this one round bigger, which is what I did, and then put a little bit of fiber fill behind that muzzle so that that muzzle sticks out just a bit and looks more like a giraffe's muzzle. Guys, I don't want you to worry about me being gone. If I get a chance, when I get up there on Friday, if we get there on Friday, and I'm not dead tired. I'm taking my computer with me, so I may get to do it then. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. It depends on whether we leave Thursday or whether we leave Wednesday. Depends on what time, because I'm not going to do it from the road. I don't like doing that. I know a lot of people will take you along with them on their journey and do one from the hotel room or the motel room. I'm not going to do that. You like that one, Kim? Thank you. Here's another one that I started, but I don't like it as well. I started it with double gray, and then I had a lot of gray. So then I went to gray to the pink, and I stopped the pink, and I went to the purple, and that's where I've stopped it. But this is a big one, and I really like the size that you made, Kim. I really like it a whole lot better than this size. This size, I made 6 of them, and I'll try and find the pictures for those and post them. But I made 6 of them for the mothers in the Ukraine hospital, the maternity hospital. When Russia first started the war against Ukraine, Russia sent a bomb into a maternity hospital in a city in Ukraine, into Kiev. I thought that was the cruelest thing to do. And my heart just went out to those ladies who grabbed their newborn babies and ran outside, and that's all they had were just their babies. So I made 6 of these bags. I filled them up with a package of diapers and some wipes and a mucka and a shawl for the mother and a hat for the baby and a prayer shawl for the mother. And I stuck a game in there, some kind of a painting little thing from the Dollar Tree, either a paint by number thing or a little poppet, something for a sibling if there was a sibling. And Mr. Elmo drove me to a Ukrainian church in Jacksonville, which is about an hour and it's not an hour and a half from me. And we dropped them off there at the church for those mothers, either to be sent to those mothers, or a lot of Ukrainian people were coming to the United States. The Ukrainians that lived here said, come stay with me until this war is over. And so it didn't matter to me who it went to, as long as it went to a mother that needed that, so that they would know someone in the United States never forgot them, didn't forget them, and loved them, and that they would have something for that new baby. So that's that. I think I started with a chain of 24, which is why mine were so big. I started with a chain of 24 and then just went along each side, increasing in the corners like you would normally. Mine is oval, but you can make them square, just like you would a rectangular blanket, like a rectangular granny. And I use double thread to make it sturdy. But I have done them in black. I've done them in, I start out with black and then I introduce a color like red. The red one is really, really pretty. And I did probably about 1/3 up with a double black. And then I took one of the blacks out, put the red in, did 1/3 up with the red. And then I don't know if I put 2 reds in for a while and then went back to a red and black and then finished off the handles and the rim with black. But you can put any color in. Let me see if I can come up with, well, I don't know how to do that though. Sally, you play with Brantley all day long because that's special. I don't know. Sugar and cream would make a nice cotton bag, but if you're going to do them, I mean, sugar and cream can be kind of testy, 1 strand, let alone 2. Oh, let's see. There's one of my favorite people. Let me see if I can find that little hat that I had. Oh, where did that little hat go? Oh, where did it go? Nisi, I've got another hat for you. And darned if I know where it went. You know, those things just kind of come and go. Well, darn, double darn. I'm not going to do a whole lot here because I am really fearful of losing the whole shebang, guys. And nothing's over here. Oh, there it is right there. There it is. There's that little guy. It's just a 6, 12, 24, 48, 60. in this stripey, and then I did a row of back loop to finish the crown. You can see that. A couple rows of single crochets, and then I did the star stitch, which I like very much. And that's half, and this is the other half. And that goes in your bucket to go to you, Nisi. Zach, I very seldom use my phone. My phone doesn't work. You can't call me on it. I can get text, but I don't know why it doesn't work for phone calls. It's a phone. You would think of everything else, you'd get phone calls on a phone, right? I don't know. Yep, I'm not touching anything. I like the little star stitch. I think it's just a really pretty little stitch. And it's very easy to do because it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you pull them all together. Okay, so I am leaving on the 15th or 16th, or the 14th or 15th, which is not this week, but next week, Wednesday. It will depend, probably Thursday. That gives us Thursday overnight on the road, and Friday we'll be at my sister's. Rest up for the weekend. I will do Somebunny Sunday next week, the 11th. I will be here for that. I would like to try and do the 18th, that following Sunday. We'll see what happens. If I have rested up, I will. And I should be home by the 23rd or 24th that weekend. I'll be home that weekend. So I probably will see you on the 25th again. But I'm not going to really try and work in Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you guys want to go over to Sam's house on Wednesdays and Fridays, that would be great. She's volunteered to keep my time slot open, and she does some marvelous things with knitting. So if you're a knitter or are interested in knitting, and she crochets too, so I'm sure she'll give you a good show. Just to keep the home fires burning, she says. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go early because this has been a real trial. But this is my my blanket, and I'm going to make the giraffe out of this variegated color because I think it's got enough colors in it that it will show up more like a giraffe. You can tell by the face. I think it'll make a cute giraffe. And personally, myself, I am trying to make a blanket and a giraffe to go with it. You don't have to do either one. You can do a hat or a sack. And Nisi, speaking of sacks, look at this. I worked on the pink one. And this is what I have so far. Not the sweetest little thing. It does have long arms, long sleeves, and I will come back and finish those. But this is the front. It's like the yellow one, which is here somewhere. I think it's out in the other room. I took it up to the common room last week when my sister-in-law came. And on the front, you do, I think, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do 6 purl rows, and then you make a buttonhole, and 6 purl rows and make a buttonhole, and you do 3 buttonholes, and then the instructions say to go 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at 6 right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at 6 right now. 6 purl ridges. You can see that below this buttonhole, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 purl ridges. You go 9 purl ridges. And when you do that 9th purl ridge, you just go ahead and switch to circular needles and you do the bottom of the sack. And I just dropped 2 stitches. I'm going to pick these up real quick before I really lose them because I've lost 2 rows there. Okay, I'm going to quit playing with it now because I got to repair that. But that's coming along really well. And Sam, I wanted to let you know, thank you for your help in doing this this row of open stitches here along the sleeve. It's going to be just what I wanted. So thank you for that. So it'll be just right above the binding. It's coming out. It's coming out well. I haven't worked on it for a while, but it is coming out well. Okay, so let's do the prayer request right now because I am going to go. I need a nap. So let's see who we have here. Samantha asked for prayers last time for her cold. Samantha, how is your cold doing? And today is, today, May the 4th be with you today. You Star Wars fans. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but those of you who are, May the 4th be with you. Pebbles has asked for prayer. And I think one of her prayers is that she will have an aid that will help her get to the post office in time. Rosie says prayers to all who need them. No, that was Leanie. Okay, you guys jumped. It's my cat's birthday today, Rosie. Jen Jen, I'm leaving on, I will say the 15th, Thursday the 15th. And so I'll be up there the week of the 19th. So maybe we can get together a day, get everybody together. And there's a couple people I'd like to see while I'm up there. Two toes last week. Oh, Bonnie. Did you run into something that, like something under the bed, or toes don't heal well? God's will be done in your life. You know what? His will is always done in our lives, Pebbles. Sometimes we don't like it because we don't see what's around the corner, but his will is always done in our lives. It's his will that happens while we're making plans for something else. Yeah, prayers for those who don't think they need them. They do. Oh, Bonnie. Yeah, one toe is one too many. Mm. Oh, Bonnie, well, we'll put your toes on our prayer list. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you. I appreciate that. This probably will be my last trip up north to see my sisters. I'm getting too old to. I can drive still. Mr. Elmo will not let me drive. He's going to drive up, and his eyes are not the best either. So this will be the last time that I drive up. So I do appreciate those traveling prayers. No, it's not luck, Moonrose. You may think it's luck, but luck is really a miracle in which God prefers to remain anonymous. So God be with you tomorrow at the dentist. May he watch over you. May he hold you in the palm of his hand, Rosie, and may he comfort you while you're there so that you are not anxious. And may he guide the dentist's hands to do the best work that you need done. You can't go to the doctor with broken toes. No, they don't do anything. All right, guys, I'm gonna hang it up now. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you so much for your patience with me in this technical world that I am not always a part of. I really appreciate that. I will pray that God will watch over each one of you. And again, open your eyes to the blessings that he gives you. I saw a kite again yesterday, just flying in circles. They just hang in the air like a real paper kite. They're so beautiful. Okay, guys, if you will, for me, before you go, make sure your bucket is full to the brim with love from this hour, almost 2 hours. Make sure your bucket is full so that when you go, you have plenty to share. Don't forget to pick up your shoes at the door. You can leave all your worries out there, and Mr. Elmo will take it all out to the burn pile, and you won't have to pick them up and worry about them this week. Your slate has been washed clean this week. Please put your cups in the sink. Kitty's going to do them up. Put all your paper plates and your napkins and your paper cups and your drink bottles. Put those in the bin on your way out. And I will see you again. I will see you again Wednesday. I will see you Wednesday this week. And I will see you Friday this coming week. It's next week I won't see you probably. So remember that today is a day that the Lord has made for you. So rejoice and be glad in it. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. I love you bunches.